Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to draft this shirt collar. So make sure you stay tuned, watch to the end of the video, subscribe and like the video. Let's get started. So I'm done sewing the shirt. I'm going to go ahead and measure the neck. You can see that starting from this point, you measure all the way down. You can don't make sure you don't stretch the neck. Just measure it. You can see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing. Can see that. So I got 17.5 as my neck measurement. So you can see my gum stay. This gum stay I'm using, I folded it into two. So you can see that. You can see the end. Yeah, I folded it. So I'm going to go ahead now and mark a straight line, which will be my starting line for the drafting. You can see what I'm doing. Drafting. So I'm going to go ahead now and insert the measurement. So my neck measurement, which is 17.5 divided by 2 will give us 8.6. Give us 8.6. You can see that. You can see that. So I'm going to go ahead now and mark it 8.7. Mark that 8.7. 8.7. So I'm going to connect it. My ruler, you connect it. You can see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing. So the 8.7 divided by 2, again, in order to get the center line for this part, I'm going to divide it by 2 again, which will give us 4.3. You see that? Mark it 4.3, which is how you can go and do it this way. From this point, you still get the same measurement. 4.3. I'm going to mark it to be visible so you can see what I'm doing. So at this point, I'm going to go up by half of an inch. I'm going to go up by half of an inch. You can see that. In order to create that, for the collar to relax after sewing it. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead right now, connect it this point. You can use your hip curve, or you can use your free hand to sketch, but this video I'm using my hip curve. You can see that. Make sure it's properly aligned. You can see what I'm doing. Make sure it's aligned from that half of an inch you mark there to that center point which you mark. You can see it. I'm just trying to make sure everything is well relaxed. You see that? So right now at this point now, I'm going to go up by, I want my collar to be 1 inch at that point. 1 inch at that point. Don't want it to be too high. So 1 inch at this point. So at this center point, I'm going to mark 1.2 inch. 1.2, you can see that. I'm going to mark it 1.2. Then at this point, 1.2. So I'm going to go ahead and connect. Go ahead and connect it. Connect. You see that? So in order to get the color, the other parts, I'm going to minus 1 inch from the actual length of the collar stand. You can see what I'm doing. From this point, you count 1 inch backwards. You deduct 1 inch. You see that? Marking it 1 inch, which will now give us 7.75. You see, I'm going to, from that point, I will curve it this way to give it that curve. You see, so I'm going to take the same measurements, which is our 7.75. Mark it there at that point. You can see what I'm doing. Mark it here. Get your ruler, connect it. You see that? You can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to I want my collar stand that side to be, at that point I'll be using 2.2 inches. You see that? 2.2 inches. Hope you can see what I'm doing. 2.2 inches. I'll mark it at that point. 2.2, 2.2. Then at this point I'm marking 2 inches, just 2 inches, because I want that point to be longer than the back. So I'm going to connect it. You can actually use your free hand to sketch if you don't have a hip cuff. So you can see the collar is looking good already. So that's my collar stand. You see that? So I'm going to go ahead now and cut this off. Make sure you subscribe to this video. Subscribe, like the video, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get to know when we upload a new video. So you see that? Cut carefully, cut on the line you marked. Be careful while cutting so you will not make mistakes. So I'm just going to put a safety pin there to secure it, to make sure it doesn't move. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. So you see the collar looks like. You see how it looks. So I'm going to go ahead now and gum into the fabric. You see, you place it, you sprinkle some water. Yeah, you see what I'm doing? You sprinkle some water. I'm going to go ahead cut out this stand. Cut it out. So you fold it all the way down. Then this way, I'm going to go ahead now and sew. So guys, you can see what my collar is looking like already. So this is how the collar is looking like already. If you are watching this far, make sure you subscribe, comment. If you have any question, you can drop it at the comment section. Thank you for watching a video.